Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum, and today I'm reacting to Limelight by Rush. And this is my second reaction to Rush after Tom Sawyer, and that song definitely was very interesting to me. I feel like so far my impression is that Rush have a lot of almost transient, trance-like riffs, which interests me a lot because I don't hear many bands try that style, especially in the modern day. And their lyrics, I was really drawn to the lyrics in their Tom Sawyer song. So I'm excited, guys, to check this one out here today. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out a lot. But yeah, let's just jump into this. It looks like Le Studio. L-E Studio. And I didn't realize they were Canadian. So thank you for all the comments. They really have catchy riffs, I'm not gonna lie. Interesting. Interesting lyrics. It's like from the musician's perspective. Love the vibe. I really love the vibe of this song so far. The riffs are very catchy, and it feels like we're just being sung a story right now, told a story, I guess, about a musician, a band, the perspective of somebody who is in the limelight constantly, who has all of that fame, all of that adoration. But with a lot of that fame, adoration, the spectacle of it all, there comes a lot of responsibility too, to not become something, I don't know, grandiose, something that's, what would the word be? Like megalomaniac, not to strive and drive off of your ego, but just to be grounded, be humble in the new reality that you are in. Because despite it being like 1,000,000 to 1 chance, 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance in some instances, for specific roles or characters, musicians are already a rare thing, and there's a lot of competition. If you become successful, and once you become successful, remaining grounded, remaining tied to humanity should be at the forefront of your mind, because it would be very easy to slip and fall down that slippery slope of moral decay. I mean, interesting song so far, and I don't think I've heard a chorus, at least not in the typical sense. So let's just keep going. Yeah. I always find it so incredibly cringy and strange when, musicians, artists constantly, are bombarded with these fan interactions, and they pretend like they know every single person. You can treat people as strangers and still treat strangers with kindness and recognize that they are strangers, not somebody that you specifically know. And artists sometimes get into this habit of pretending like they know everybody and inadvertently create these parasocial relationships with people, when had they actually maintained some air of, I guess, separation, it would actually be a more realistic kind of relationship. But I'm curious what you guys think about that. It just brings an interesting thought to my mind. So far, no repeated lyrics. wow. Wow. So now I'm like, my brain is already just going to the next step, which is this song is actually a meta song, not even about musicians and the limelight that they hold. You know, they have large audiences and fan bases, but actually, in a sense, every single atomized individual is their own performer, right? We all have, and I like to use this terminology, like the kaleidoscope of your personality, because you represent one version of yourself to a certain audience and then another. And maybe the most simplest example to grasp with my description there is, in a professional environment, you act a certain way, and with your friends in the locker room, for example, you may act a completely separate way. And you're still the same person, but you're almost, in a sense, performing. You're changing your filters, you're changing your lenses, and the behaviors that you do in a environment A are going to be different than in environment B, despite being the same exact person. It's very interesting stuff. I really am glad that they changed the perspective now from musicians alone to the audience itself. Rush really knows how to write good songs, guys. So this is the chorus. Ooh. Oh. What is this effect? Ooh. Yeah, brother. Oh, the use of the whammy bar there, it's so delicate and subtle. I mean, for any guitar players out there, you know that even though that sounds relatively simple compared to like the gamut of guitar solos that are out there, to come up with those notes and to play them as melodically as was played here, I like this a lot. And what is this tone on the guitar? He's making it sing. Absolutely. This is my favorite part of the song so far. I love it's just the three of them. I love that. Ooh. Oh. Is that the professor on the drums right there? And the cutaway from the studio. Guys, it's so like easy to tell when people are just good at what they do. The drummer, I mean, is it the professor? I want to make sure I get the names right. The professor, I'm forgetting the guitarist's name now, so I apologize for that. This band is very new to me, so I'm still trying to get the names, get the genre, get the vibe of everything. And when I try to remember all those things, those things quickly kind of get ejected from my brain because I hear how good these lyrics are, and they really make me think, you know. I love songs with good lyrics, and I definitely got a lot of comments in my Tom Sawyer reaction letting me know that you guys really, really enjoy Rush for their lyrics, for their melodies, for their beautiful riffs. And I can see why. I can see why. I enjoy songs like that. And to me, like, this is not typically a song I would actually listen to. Let's say if the lyrics were actually bad, this is not a song at all that I would appreciate as much. I really like the solo. I really like the drum fills. I like the overall riffs. But if the lyrics are bad, this is not my vibe. But because the lyrics are so good, it almost puts me into this like trance-like state of trying to uncover these levels of humanity that Rush are letting us know about, right? It makes me feel like the one commenter in my last video mentioned they used to listen to Rush on psychedelics all of the time. And I feel like, you know, having a playlist with like Rush and maybe Tool, System of a Down, like bands like that, while on shrooms or on psychedelics or something like that, would help you see more of what the world is and has to offer us as individuals. So from that perspective, I'm definitely down to experiment more with Rush. So please give me some more recommendations in the comment section down below. And yeah, I guess I wanted to just wrap up this reaction here with a little bit of like a discussion again about the lyrics here. It is very interesting to view everybody on Earth as a performer. And, you know, it's like I could take this 100 different ways, to be honest, but there's like an interesting path that I'll go down, which is if you are not fully self-actualized, in a sense, you are always performing, right? Because you have to manually alter the filters in your brain that cause you to say X in one position and Y in another. And sometimes, you know, social pressures, anxieties, the kind of relationships or things, insecurities that are in our own mind prevent us from acting uninhibited versions of ourselves. But people who are truly grounded, self-actualized, even though they may act different in different situations, they are not being incongruent with who they are themselves. They don't have to change any element of who they are. They get to be truthful all the time instead of actively acting or playing a role to supplicate or placate towards another person who, in this instance, could be a complete stranger. Why would you have to do that? You can just be who you are, enjoy the groundedness of that, and enjoy getting to know a stranger, for example. Because if you are a famous musician, right, oftentimes people, they come at you wanting certain things, and there is a baked in, power imbalance. But you could also have a similar conversation with a random stranger, and there's no power imbalance because you both treat each other as humans. So I don't know, the way this makes me think, just treat each other as humans, treat yourself as a human, allow yourself to be yourself, afford yourself that grace, and things should be a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. Take care, and peace.